What's going on, guys? Sacred Eagle here, and today we're going to be talking about more free agency rumors and people that the Eagles are targeting, or at least they are expected to target once March 9th hits up. It's already March 2nd. We have one more week until free agency hits up. It's crazy, but let the offseason begin. And I'm only going to talk about two players that are actually gaining, I guess I'll talk about three, because these are the three players that, as of today, have a lot of chance, like a good chance to come to Philly. And one of them being Brandin Cooks, wide receiver for the Saints. Now, fun fact, he is actually 9 months younger than Carson Wentz, yet he's already played 3 seasons with the Saints. And the Saints are looking to either trade or just let him go regardless. And he's a really good wide receiver that the Eagles should pick up. We talked about Kenny Stills kind of being like a Deshaun Jackson kind of wide receiver. Not Kenny Stills. What am I talking about? I'm sorry. Okay. Brandin Cooks is just like that, basically. We talked about Kenny Stills and how he resembles Deshaun Jackson. Brandin Cooks, in my opinion, resembles him a lot better. He stayed healthy, which is a really good thing to see from a wide receiver, and he's one of the few that have gotten, 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns in all of his seasons, something along those lines, along with, Odell Beckham and, 2 others. I can't remember the exact fact, but I personally want to see Brandin Cooks in midnight green in August, because he would really help Carson Wentz out a lot. Having him, that's your deep threat. You know, you always have to look out for him as a defensive, I just think, I honestly, I'm a big fan of Brandin Cooks. I've always enjoyed watching him ever since he was in college, ever since he was drafted. He's been a really big help for the Saints. The Saints have been struggling, of course, but he's been that one wide receiver that's actually stayed healthy, stayed consistent, and has made big plays. You wonder why Drew Brees is always one of the top quarterbacks in the league, regardless of his team and their record come Week 17. But Brandin Cooks, I think, should be number 1 on the list of wide receivers the Eagles should target. I have another wide receiver to talk about in a second, which we already know about. But Jamal Charles. Doug Peterson let out a statement yesterday about him, saying that they're going to definitely look into Jamal Charles and try to get him here, which I expected, because he's familiar with him. Jamal Charles, I feel, would love to come to a system where he is wanted, where he fits in, and as long as he's healthy, he can make some noise in Philly. So it would make sense for him to come to the Eagles, come to Doug Peterson this offseason. So I'm not too upset nor worried about Jamal Charles. We just need one stable running back, and Ryan Matthews is not the answer. I'm tired of Ryan Matthews. But the last wide receiver, or the last player in general, which is a wide receiver, is Alshon Jeffrey. We all know Alshon Jeffrey is one of the top targets for the Eagles. He's also on the list of wide receivers for the 49ers and the Bears. Shockingly, the Bears are actually considering taking him back, even though they could have done that 3 weeks ago. They're letting him test free agency, of course, but I feel if you want to keep him, then keep him. You don't have to let him walk and try to find a team in the free agency. Because Alshon Jeffrey, he could still do it. And the Bears, they're not that great of a team all around. They could really use him, of course. They just need to find. The Bears need a quarterback, a running back. They need a lot of different things. They have a lot of issues, and that's a big reason why I think Alshon Jeffrey should come to Philly, or come to a team that needs him. A team that's more complete. I wouldn't say the 49ers. I would say somewhere like Tampa Bay, Philly, one of those teams in the NFC that really needs a wide receiver. I think that's where Alshon Jeffrey should go, but definitely, at least try to get Brandin Cooks, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, or just anybody but Kenny Stills, because $12 million is not worth it. But yeah, not much else to say on this topic. There isn't anyone else that, you know, the Eagles really are looking out for right now. Like I said, we have one more week until free agency hits up, and by then I'm not going to be able to make as many videos. I'm going to try my hardest, and it also depends on what happens. If the Eagles get somebody, I'm definitely going to make a video about it. If they don't, and it just, you know, rumors pop up, I'll make like a quick video, maybe like this, but like I wouldn't expect something big like my do or don't video that I made a few days ago that really got the did really well. I'll be honest, for one of my longer videos, it did pretty well. I'm happy with the feedback that I got and whatnot. So tell me in the comments down below what you guys think about the top 3 players and candidates for the Eagles to pick up in the free agency. Subscribe for more content. I make Eagles and NFL videos daily. And yeah, drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And fly, Eagles, fly. Let's not joke around this offseason, please.